Thank you for tuning in to the Patricia Show. My name is Patricia. Please press like and then share this audio with someone who you might feel needed. Here lately, it's been on my mind. Well, I shouldn't say here lately because it's been on my mind off and on for a few years about starting a spiritual community where like-minded people live in the same community and maybe have a center like a church, but I don't want to call it a church. I just want a center where we will come to learn and grow and obtain knowledge about spiritual laws to live a more better and prosperous life. And then the purpose of this would be so that we can begin to grow and live in our highest state possible on this earth. And let's say something would happen, like for instance, let's just say a war would break out in Germany or something. The people who live in this who would be living in this community, we can all go to the center and then send light on that area in Germany where the war or the conflict was at to bring peace to that area. So anywhere on the earth where there's any type of a conflict, we could get together, the people in this community, and go to the center to send love and light to that area, as well as we can all learn to live together in the spiritual community and help one another in every way possible to live our most advanced spiritual potential on this earth. For example, let's say I was living there and just hypothetically saying my sister and a friend. And maybe my friend didn't understand how to manifest and she needed a car. So then we all would get together, go to the center, and send her the energy that she needed to manifest the car. So in other words, if she's sitting there meditating to get the car, we're going to send energy towards that same goal so she could get the car quicker. That's what I mean by helping us, helping each and every one of them. We will learn the principles of prosperity and wealth and become the most richest community on this earth. We will live our lives where we totally and 100% got to the point that we will only depend totally on that mighty I am presence. Every question that we had to ask about something, we will learn to go within and tap that power within to manifest in our life fully. We will also open this community to our spiritual brothers of the light that is in the spiritual world, welcoming them to come into this community to help us grow and help us live our best life. This community would be filled with love, no jealousy, no nothing negative, just love. And we will strive to have each one have our lives living a life without gossip, criticism, and negativity of any sort. This is the community that I'm want to build. I want to build a town. Not build a town, but they have towns that you could buy for sale. I want to buy a town and then offer the property for sale, where you could, if, like, for instance, if you were approved to live there, then you could build your home, or have apartments, and then you could live on an apartment. Now, how would we determine who gets to live on this community or not? Excuse me. Clearly, we would have to get a board, some type of board of directors over the community of highly in tune spiritual people who were on the path. We would turn within to our God self to find out the people to get approval for the people that we felt could be a potential neighbor. In other words, we would have some set rules. In other words, you can't smoke marijuana, you can't use alcohol, things like that, to move into this community. You have to be on a spiritual path. I can't even think of everything right now, but something of that, just like a general, what you could do. And then we could go within, this is when I say we, I mean the board of directors, and ask that power within. Like, let me put this as an example. Like, say my sister wanted to get in, and she fits all of the credentials that we have set down, where she was able to move in. And then we would just take it to that power within us and ask if this person, someone that we would consider moving in this our community, and would they help our community to grow, and whatever our question is, and if we received yes, that person will be allowed to move in our community. If it was no, the person could not move in our community. Okay, so this is just a general blueprint, but something like that. This is something that's going to happen on our planet, because all of this negativity is going to be removed from our planet, and this planet will be filled with love, prosperity on our planet. It will go back to how it was in the beginning, back in Lemur days. Some people call it Mu or Lemur, it's the same thing. Days where we were very spiritual. We were connected with the spiritual, other spiritual realities. When people died or passed on, because nothing dies, when people pass on, we were so evolved in our frequency that we could communicate with them. So it was like if you lost your mother on the physical plane, you still could feel, talk to her, and know she was still there on a spiritual plane. She was, what I mean, she wouldn't be gone and you're missing her, because you'll be able to feel her presence. Also during that time, they said that the masters were able to come in and out of our world at that time and communicate with us. There was no division between our level of existence or their level of existence, because there was so much love. They were able to just, go in the spirit world to here, spirit world to here. So this is something that's going to eventually come back to our earth, and this is what the spiritual plane, I would say, is preparing for now. So I thought about it just before making this audio, thinking that I wonder why I keep getting this about this community this strong. Is it because this would be like the first prototype community that will, yeah, the first prototype community of how it will be in the future? I don't know. But this has been coming to me for several years, and is getting more clear how to set up this community. So we're headed for a lot of things, negative things coming up in our planet, possibly war. I think if we had this community set up and we could pray, get together and send light to that energy of that war or conflict that's coming to our earth, I believe that we would be able to move it or stop it from coming. Because if you have one powerful person that can pray and move this away, think of how 2, 3, 4, or 5 or whatever coming together, a group coming together and sending light to the planet to keep away war or destruction that was coming to the planet. So I'm just kind of throwing this out there because it's just really, really strong with me. It's so strong that I've even looked at different locations for the town. I found a couple of towns, and I'm just looking, how it would be. Some of them I would have to build from scratch. Some of the towns I found, I'd have to build from scratch, and then some of them is maybe already partially beginning to be built up or was built up and somebody decided to sell it. When I get into that part where I'm actually ready to purchase, when I have the money and say, because this is a lot of money, to say that, okay, universe, I'm ready, I will then go tap the power within me to see which of the communities that's available that I should buy, because they're all over. I mean, right now it's a couple of towns in California, back east, Connecticut, Maine. I think it's one in Las Vegas. There's just, now I'm not going to say all over, but in different locations. So I would have to definitely tap that power within to see which location would be the best. It's interesting to know what you think about this. And could you see yourself living in a community like this? A community where you're going to totally bring out the love in you and live that love. So no more partying, no more gossiping, no more getting high occasionally. All of that would have to stop. So just write in the comment box, what do you think about this? Thank you so much for tuning in to the Patricia Show. Let's talk. Have a good week.